Hi there, this is Ahid from VRF Education channel, and today I am with you with the 8th session of creating GUI for Python application with just one line of code. If this is the first session of this library that you are watching right now, I recommend to go back and see the previous sessions to know what this library is about and how we can make use of this library to create GUI for Python application with just one line of code. It's very easy. You need to import a class and then call a method, just one method, and pass an instance of a class to this method. In this session, I'm going to focus on how to load images in our dialogues. Sometimes we need to work with image, for example, show a profile to a user and let user change the profile or remove the profile. If you are not using this library and you need to do it manually, you need to do a lot of things, put some some widgets on a dialog and write some codes to achieve what this library is gonna provide for you with just one line of code. In order to handle showing images, we have two different approaches. First one, using a path in your local machine. So you provide a path to an image file in your local machine and the library gonna load it, something like this. And the other one is sometimes that you just receive an stream of data, the binary data of an image, and saved it inside your class or your object, and you need to load it. So both approach or both ways are supported using this library. And also I provide some predefined functionality such as remove the photo and change the photo. You can simply change the photo and save the effect inside your object also. And I'm going to show it to you very soon. So let's go to VS Code and see how we can use this new feature in VPyGUIGenerator library. Okay, let's see how we can use VPyGUIGenerator class to load images in a dialog. Just as before, I created a person class, and this time we only have one field or one property inside this class, photo. And I provide a path to an image inside my local machine in the D drive and test folder. The name is a.jpg. Now I'm gonna load it. So I created a property setter and getter part, and I need to annotate the setter part in order to tell the VPyGUIGenerator how to deal with this field in the final dialog. For this purpose, you need to specify the widget that you are going to use. For images, you need to say that this is an image widget. This is a custom widget that I created, or custom type. It's not a standard type, but you can use it alongside with the standard types. Now let's run the application. This is the simplest way that you can load an image inside your dialog. And then I create an instance of person class and pass it to create GUI method of VPyGUIGenerator. And then dialog will be created and returned to this calls, and then I'm gonna able to show this dialog. And after that, I just print the object. So if I change the path to the file, you can easily see the change in the output. So let's run the application. Oops, I just select a part of file. Now let's run. So this is the first photo that I'm going to show it. Here we have a very small photo because I don't specify size for that. And also we have two different items here, remove and change, and I'm going to talk about them very soon. Now let's apply a size. For example, I'm going to say minimum size equal to, for example, 200 by 200. And also I'm going to use the same value for maximum size. Maximum size, and also let's change this one. Yeah, okay. Let's run the application. Now that's it. The image is in a better mode. So this is the photo saved inside this path. Now I'm gonna provide some invalid photo. For example, I'm gonna change it to aa.jpg. If I run the application, some predefined or some a default photo will be appear that is somehow tells us I am not able to find the photo that you just mentioned inside your class. So that's it. Now I'm able to change the photo. Let's just yeah, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to run it. It's not the photo that I'm looking for. Let's press the change button, and it's going to open an open file dialog. So I have some photo in my D drive. I'm going to use a.jpg. This is the same image, but this time inside the D root of the D drive. If I press open, you can see the image loaded. And if I just load the other ones, for example, one.png, this one is also an image. So if I press OK, you can see the path updated inside my object. Okay, so we have two-way binding here, as we had it before for the other type of widgets that we talked about in previous session. Now, let's run the application one more time. This time I'm going to change it back to a.jpg, and I'm going to remove, let's also clean the output. I'm going to remove the photo. So photo just removed, and if I press OK, you can see nothing printed on the output. So the field now is cleared out. So we don't have any path to any file in this photo field inside the person class. So this is the way that you can remove a photo. The other approach is to load binary data. For binary data, let's comment this one, and I'm gonna read one file. For example, I'm gonna use this approach, open. Again, I'm gonna use the same file, a.jpg, and this time I'm gonna read it as binary file, as file. And then I'm gonna say self.dunderphoto equal to file.read. So I'm gonna load all the content of the file into this variable. Maybe it's not a good approach, but library gonna support it, because most of the time we need to deal with the content of an item also. So here, if you want to load images using its content, not its path, you need to also provide another way, another options in this annotation. It says is path and equal, and you should path false this time. By default, it's true. If you just used it with true option or you omit it, they are the same. But if you want to load binary image data, you should provide this option, is path equal to false. Now let's also change it to one.png. I think I have another photo there. The name is one.png, and let's run it. Oops, something went wrong. Okay, let me see what happened. So there's a little bug inside some conditions. I just solved it. So let's run the application one more time. This is the new images that I just loaded using the binary data of image. Now I'm able to change it. For example, this time I'm gonna again go to D drive and select a.jpg one more time. So this time it's gonna load my image. Now how we can check if the content is changed also. Let's see how we can handle this one. For this purpose, I'm gonna say, let's copy this one. I'm gonna say go to D and test folder. I'm gonna say create a file named result.b. This time is wb, and write p.photo into that file, and that's it. And here we don't need to print p because it's a binary string, so we don't need it. Okay, and that's it. Let's just open the folder. Here is a test folder inside the D drive. We have only 2 items here. Now I'm gonna run the application one more time and press change. So this time I'm gonna select I'm sorry, a.jpg here, and I'm gonna press OK. So if I just open that folder one more time, you can see I have another file named result.png, and the result will be saved using PNG format by default. So this is the way that we can use binary data in our application. And also, sometimes we need to just show a picture and we don't need these options. If you want to remove these options, you can provide another option inside the annotation, and the name is options equal to false. If you just pass through or just omit this parameter, you're gonna show the options in the final output. But if you just provide false for options, those options will be removed and you're just able to see the photo in your final dialog. So this is the way that we can work with images in our application. Maybe in future I add a photo slider. For example, you provide a folder path and the library gonna load all the images inside that folder, and you can just go back and forth in those images in your application. Maybe I add this functionality also to this library. So I hope you enjoy this option in VPyGUIGenerator library. Let me know about your opinion about this library and also this specific feature. Till next session and another feature. Goodbye.